Hey guys, it's Theodore from Practical Psychology, and this is going to be a book review of basically the big ideas that I got out of The Richest Man in Babylon. So the first big idea is to keep 10%. This book made it pretty clear that a large portion of the richest people in the world save their money. To get rich, you need to save and invest at least 10% of your entire income. Top earners and the wealthiest people in this world invest way more than 10%. But for the average person, 10% is a great achievable goal. Start this today as soon as possible to lock that habit down. And yes, saving is a habit. In fact, just recently I've been putting 5% of my income into a savings account and started putting money into an IRA, something that I recommend to anyone to do. Tip number 2 is to control your expenses. Honestly, this is something I need to work on. When you're trying to increase your wealth, there are two things you can focus on: increasing your income and decreasing your expenses. A lot of self-help books tell people to focus on just increasing their income. But if you're living lavishly right now, it might be easier just to cut your expenses in half than it is to double your income. For example, I spent probably a couple $100 extra last month buying myself a new pair of headphones, going out to eat more, and actually I spent around $500 on Facebook ads that didn't earn me any money back. I finally sat back and thought, how much is this ad spend generating? It was an expense that wasn't increasing my output, so I got rid of it. But you should aim to do what I just did monthly. If you're not tracking your expenses and income, then you're not going to become rich. I can guarantee you that. You can't manage what isn't measured, so start budgeting and tracking your money. It's just a tool, and if you don't keep it sharp like a saw, it will take you more work to accomplish your financial goals. Tip number 3 is to invest in places that you are knowledgeable, wisely. Bitcoin falls in this category. I have no idea how Bitcoin works. I don't know where it will be in 10 years, and most people investing in Bitcoin honestly don't know how it works either. According to the advice in this book, most people should not invest in Bitcoin. You should invest in things that you are very knowledgeable about. For example, I know quite a bit about creating YouTube videos, sales pages, and email marketing, so I'm going to work on growing my net worth using those skills instead of betting it on Bitcoin, which is technically completely uncontrollable by me. Put your money in places that you're knowledgeable about, and in places that you can control. For example, I can control how well my new course sells, by how much content I create, by how much I spend on advertising, and how well the ads convert. All things that I can control. You'll notice all successful investors do the same thing. In fact, in most public stocks, when you buy a share, you're actually buying a part of a company that you can make a decision in. In some cases, if you own a certain percentage, you can actually be on a board of directors that makes big decisions, controlling a part of the company and having influence on your actual investment. Tip number 4 is to keep learning and always keep growing. This ties in with investing in what you are knowledgeable about. You can broaden your investing area simply by learning about more things. For example, I could take a Bitcoin course and probably be in the top 10% of people who actually know how Bitcoin works, but I'd have to take the time and learn. Maybe I need to work on my video thumbnails. I'll test, experiment, grow, and learn how to make them better throughout time. You guys can literally scroll through my channel and look at the massive amount of experiments that I've tried. A little self-plug here, you can check out my Psychology of Attraction course at psychologyofattraction.com or in the description to learn how to become a better communicator and get people to like you. A lot of the stuff in the course is intended for dating, but for the price that I sell it, you can definitely get an ROI for my premium content. Most of it's just general communication and likability stuff. Now, besides my course, there are tons of other courses out there that will teach you things that put you years ahead of your peers. In fact, one of my biggest investments in 2018 is going to be buying video courses, because if an expert can put time to summarize everything they've learned into a single course, I'm sure that I will get value from it. It's one way to accomplish the advice of The Richest Man in Babylon: keep learning. Tip number 5 is to guard your money from fatal loss. This means insurance. You buy insurance for your car, you buy insurance for your home, and you buy health insurance too. Also, this goes for cash. Don't stuff it all underneath your bed. Imagine if your house caught fire and it all burned down. That would be horrible and you'd lose everything. Instead, take it to a bank or invest it somewhere else. Also, avoid gambling, because most gambling places are actually rigged to lose. And everyone has seen the recent Bitcoin hacks. Take this into perspective. Can you actually guard a Bitcoin? Are there places out there that insure your Bitcoins? Just something to think about. Tip number 6 is to set up passive income. One day you might be physically or mentally ill enough to not be able to work. Avoid this by setting up systems to grow your net worth even when you aren't there. The 4-Hour Workweek is a great book on this, but I also made an entire video on passive income. Passive income is something that I love teaching about, and actually there was a month this year where I didn't do anything but read great books, and I still earned $4,000 after taxes. If that's something you're interested in, go check out my passive income or how to make money online videos. That stuff is still relevant today. One more thing before I end this video, I'm about to launch a growth group in 2018 where each week I'll create a book summary video, a PDF to follow along, daily action worksheets, and each month I'm going to make a mini course so you can learn 80% of something in 20% of the time, on topics like productivity, meditation, social skills, stuff like that. Plus, it'll be cheaper than the price of a book each month. Also, I'm thinking about free t-shirts for the people who sign up within the first week, but that's not set in stone. Anyways, if you want to be notified when I launch the Academy, sign up to my email list below for a discount code and hit that bell button if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.